you could flip a house in just a few weeks?
I don't think it's a myth. I think you can do that. You can definitely flip a house in a few weeks, depending on what the scope of work is. Prior to going into it, if you do not have any permits.
But now we're talking about a wholesale. Now we're talking about a lot of times, right?
I
We're
don't
not
think you're
talking
getting-
about a flip.
I don't think you're
per
getting
se.
out of the project in a few weeks. You could be done with the work in a few weeks, sure. By the time you buy the house, you have obviously the closing period, typically 30 to 45 days in New Jersey. Even if you were to turn around and try to sell it the next day to a standard buyer on a mortgage, you're gonna need at least 30 to 45 days to close that one as well. You could get the work done in a couple weeks, but you're not getting in and out of a full flip from start, like the inception where you're acquiring it, to when you're finally selling it, the full disposition. You got to set yourself up for anywhere from 4 to 6 months, depending on the size of the project. That's the way to
And
do it.
listen, we get wholesale properties where
Sure.
we buy them and it just
Very
needs a
minimal
coat
work.
of paint.
Yep.
It needs to be cleaned out. And that's where we're talking about a 2-week scope of work, 3-week scope of work. But a lot of times, those are homes that that obviously they're somewhat updated, not totally updated. Those homes don't pop. They don't generally sell in 3-5 days like our totally renovated flips do. So yes, we could be in and out of it technically work-wise in 2 weeks, but then it might sit on the market for 30 days and then another 30, 45 days till closing, and you're back to a regular 3-month flip or something like that. So it's not a totally myth, but don't ever go into a flip thinking that you're only gonna need a month or two worth of carrying costs to
Definitely
get
not.
in and out of it, because that's where you're gonna leave money on the table.
Yeah, plan for 4.